Hey everybody, welcome to AI Fuzz, and this is Meg. You probably remember me from the Meg and Max show, which was axed after our first episode, thanks to Ed. Well, Ed felt like it wasn't really working. So I'm here, I'm still a host, and I'm still living in this house, and I am going to be starting to share workflows with animations in ComfyUI. Ed had asked me to go over this one, and this is one that we're going to start with. And this is a pretty decent size one. This workflow will be saved and also available to all you guys through our OneDrive, or through our Google Drive. And I'll put a link in the description. So animations, just to get disclaimer out there, we have a laptop. It's an i9 with the video card. The GTA X 4090, and there's 16 gigs of VRAM on it. To do animations properly, or at least to do animations, you would need at least 12 gigs of VRAM. You can maybe squeeze it out with 8 gigs, but 12 gigs is the minimum, in our opinion, to do video and not have to wait like 18 years for it to render and not get out of memory errors. So if you have a video card with VRAM, 12 gigs is the minimum. As with any AI, VRAM is often overlooked, but VRAM is one of the most important things because the CUDA cores that go into help processing all of the generations are very important, because if you ever use Stable Diffusion like Automatic 1111, you often run out of CUDA cores and get error messages right away. So for photos, if you want to generate photos, normally 8 gigs of VRAM is fine. That's the minimum, I think. I've seen people get away with 4, but it's super slow. And for video, 12 gig of VRAM is okay. Processor speed doesn't matter as much, but you don't want like a, really slow processor. So you can get an i7 maybe if you're going with Intel. NVIDIA is the way to go for AI right now. Okay, enough talk. I'm going to show you this workflow. This is an animation workflow from images. So we will start there. So as you can see here, we have 4 images loaded up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. And that is actually going to go into an IP adapter batch. There's 4 of those for each of the images. There's also a fade out, create fade mask advanced node, which allows you to, in steps, to add masks to the transitions and to the images. You would convert that image to a mask. It'll come out here, and it shows you here what the steps of that converted mask are. Okay, that covers this section. Here you have the unified loader. That's going to each of these IP adapters. We have linear as the weight type, but you can also change it to style transfer for a weak output. Works as well. And embed scaling is V only, which is probably the best way to go with this. On this side, we have AnimateDiff stuff. So you can, here's the apply AnimateDiff. You want to use the evolve sampling node here at square linear. And here is the context loop uniform, which you want to keep at 16. And the AnimateDiff model is the Animate LCM SD15 T2B checkpoint. Down here we have the LoRa model only LCM. You want to make sure that is loaded. Checkpoint we are using is Juggernaut Aftermath for the VAE of the Animate Anyone. Empty latent, set it to whatever you'd like. We set ours to 1024 by 512 to give us the widescreen 16:9 look. And the batch size is the length of the animation. So to figure that out, 720 frames, total frames in this, right? Our frame rate for this is, I think it's set to 8, right? Yeah, Ed, you set it to 8. Yes. 8 frames a second for the frame rate, so 720 divided by 8 will give you the length of your animation. You could up it to 12, up it to 24, but just keep in mind you're going to have to increase your batch size to get longer animations, because we don't want those 4-second clips anymore. Everyone does it. It comes with every free AI tool. Let's get past that, guys, and work on longer animations, because the power is in our hands and we can do it. All right, going over there. Now, if you notice, I have a bunch of bypassed nodes. These are additional nodes where you can load additional images. There's a bunch. They're all connected. They're all ready to go, but please bypass them just for the sake of the video and for the sake of our sanity, because it would be really crazy and ridiculous and nuts. Okay, so here's the ControlNet. We have the apply ControlNet apply ControlNet node, and the model we're using is the QR code monster, which you can download as well. Our cake samplers are here. Steps are 11. CFG is at 1. Very important, guys. Sampler name has to be LCM if you're using LCM. Scheduler SGM uniform for both. That's going into an upscale image, 1.5 into VAE encode. So let's see, because this animation's already rendered. These are the 4 that we chose. We did anime girl, we did like a logo of a bird, office setup, and a regal cat. So it rendered out, and this is the animation that we got. Pretty smooth, pretty fluid, looks really good. That's the Animate girl. Juggernaut attempted to make her look a little bit real, which is fine. The reason you have twins, always keep in mind your frame aspect ratio. So it will try and fill the frame. And that's why there's 2 of the girls, because it's a long 16 by 9 shot. If you had like a 512 by or 1024 by 1024 square, might be better, and you'll just have the one girl. But this one has both, and this is a long part. Again, this is a longer video, so we're gonna get to the other pictures in a moment. As soon as it goes through this little, there's the bird logo thingy. There is the office setting, and there's the regal cat looking everywhere, and it goes back to the girl. So that's it. You can actually just have the same picture in here over and over if you wanted to keep the same setting of the same scene. So we're zoomed out. This is the workflow. Let's try some other thing. And again, let's change up some of this, the settings here. So let's change it to, let's try style transfer, right? And we'll do that for all. Style transfer. Okay, and we're going to pick up some cool photos. Let's see. Let's do some photos. An aspect ratio for the photos don't really matter, but it'd be cool to have the same. Let's change the ratio to 512. 1024 by 1024. Let's do that, because that way we won't get the dual people. Let's see. I got that one. Let's do this one. Oh, that's cool. Let's do, what is this? Let's do that. It's an abstract kind of looking thing. And then the last one we will do of that. Okay, cue prompt. All right, so here's the finished animation. It's going through, whoa, what in the world is that? That's kind of nightmarish. Freak of nature. What? That's, okay. Didn't work out too well. Or there's that one shot. Oh, she had a long neck. There goes the abstract shot. There's the kids on the building. Interesting. So might want to play the negative prompt to correct some of those. So go ahead and play with this workflow, everyone. It's a lot of fun. You can come up with some interesting things, and you will have a lot of fun. Animations in ComfyUI is a lot of fun to play with and pretty next level. So make sure you like and subscribe to our videos, And we're going to start the whole animation series. And we're not going to have those TikTok girls dancing. Though that's so overplayed, guys. Will you stop with the dancing TikTok girls? We will come up with some more creative things to come up with. I just make no sense. Meg, this is Meg. See you guys later on another epic AI Fuzz video. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.